This show's for entertainment. No betting advice, no guarantees. If you bet, you do it at your own risk. You must be 21 plus, 18 plus where legal. Check your local laws. Like odds change. The Winded Podcast, the Brothers Parlay, and anyone on the show aren't responsible for any losses. If gambling feels like a problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org chat. For you, there's nothing in this world I won't do. Welcome back to the Winded Podcast. I'm your host, Shamus Sullivan. I'm joined by my three brothers, Liam, Aiden, and Barrett. How we doing today, boys?
Doing good.
Great.
Happy to be here.
Back.
Excellent. We are here for week two of the Brothers Parlay, and we're gonna actually keep things light since we're gonna try and lighten the mood. We had a rough weekend. For those that tailed, we apologize. I already issued the statement, although it got some good support from Mike Falone saying that no apology was necessary. So I appreciate that, Mike. But before we get too into it, anybody have anything good for the weekend, or should we just jump right into it? I know Tony and Warren had a bachelor party. Anything eventful?
No, other than the Gators taking a tough loss. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, our thoughts and prayers are with Tony and his future wife for sure. But yeah, so today is Wednesday, September 10th. We are recording this a little bit early due to some scheduling, mishaps, or not mishaps, but scheduling conflicts. Brother Bear will be on a flight, and the other three brothers will be at the Out of Order live show in Boston with a little, Winded Pod Out of Order crossover. So looking forward to that. But today is September 10th, meaning yesterday was September 9th, aka 9/9. So we're going to talk about everybody's favorite local chain restaurant, and that is the 99. So I thought this would be a good time to go around, and we're going to do another episode of this a little more in depth, and we're going to do a snake draft and really dive into the 99, because I know that the people that listen love the 99, as do we. But we're just going to kick it around and really take it anywhere you want, whether it's your favorite food item, your favorite thing about the 99, promotion, occasion, really anything. Liam, let's start with you.
Yeah, 99 always the real deal. Anytime you're going in there, it's going to be a frosty mug. Yeah, love going there for a beer. Always get the they call them wings, but chicken fingers. Sauce on the side keeps the fingers a little crispier. Usually go Gold Fever and Buffalo with side of blue cheese. Do a little dunk in your sauce, then in the blue cheese. That's just perfection.
Yeah. It's a veteran there.
That's how I do it.
Yeah.
The sauce on the side, really anywhere, I think, is an underrated move that not enough people, especially chicken wings. I think, you cover a wing in sauce, it's soggy, it's still great. But if you like a crisp wing, sauce on the side is definitely the play.
It's also insanely messy. Like, you do the sauce on the side. Like, Chase does sauce on the side for his wings 100% of the time. Like, and he's 10. He knows.
He knows what he's doing.
That's all the validation I needed to hear right there. Chase, big wing guy.
Yeah.
Aiden, what's your favorite things about the Nines?
I mean, the Gold Fever is classic. You really can't go wrong with that. I do like the tips and tenders, which you can get the Gold Fever, but also get a little steak involved, get that extra protein. But really, my favorite thing about the Nines is that crispy mug you get when you're bellying up to the bar. A little popcorn. Maybe you get the cheese and crackers. I mean, it's really endless possibilities there. So, yeah. I mean, can't go wrong.
I was going to, keying off of that. Like, I feel like a draft beer just hits different at the Nines. I don't know what it is. Like, I know they're serving the same beer as everybody else, but it really doesn't feel like it. And then, like, popcorn, absolute go-to. Like, you're having a good night. Waiter walks over, and they're dropping that popcorn before they even ask you what you want for drinks, like, or you're home, right? And then I mean, obviously Goldfingers Gold Fever rather is a family favorite, and then like don't sleep on like Abe mentioned, like the crackers. Like I know it's just like wheat thins and
pub cheese.
like but it's good.
Mm.
You know, like we'll go like you could have popcorn, the crackers, and you're like splitting a burger for dinner. You know what I mean? Like you get some wings, like you're done, you're full. Like you haven't even ordered a main, you know, like so I don't know. Great.
Yeah, the cheese and crackers are kind of a forgotten thing. I think that's an old school veteran move. I don't think people realize that that's an option. Everybody knows the popcorn and people go crazy for it. Quick story, when I worked at the 99, the popcorn machine was broken for 3 days and it was
Oh,
as you'd expect. It was, you know, it looked like the George Floyd riots. It was insane. It was not pretty. People were expecting, you know, to get their appetizers comped because they weren't getting their free popcorn. It was nuts. So people love the popcorn. Obviously, you guys hit on, you know, all the, you know, the classics. I want to shout out the deals. I mean, it's always the real deal, but I mean the half price appetizers, 2 to 6. Football frenzy on Sunday with the off appetizer, 50-cent wings. I mean, those promos are gold, you know. And for occasions, the first thing I thought of was just, you know, at least in Mashpee, uh, after football games going to the nines, it was like, you know, in Friday Night
Tradition.
Lights when they'd all go to Applebee's, Friday nights at the 99, calling in that, you know, call ahead seating at halftime and getting down there and, you know, getting the crew together, causing havoc. And as an adult working there, I did not feel the same way about the Friday night footballs, but just the nostalgia of the Friday night after the football game. And I sure that plays in more towns than just Mashpee.
Lobster Lovers Weekend.
Prime rib on
Another
the
one.
weekends.
Yep.
Got it.
Prime rib
Shout
back.
out Kylie.
Yeah. Yeah, when her last, which we thought was going to be her last visit to the Nines, but she snuck one last one before she went to Texas. Sold out a prime rib and then screwed up her steak. So, you know, not the best showing from the Nines. They made it right, obviously. And then she
Always
got that
do.
prime rib the next day. Um, but yeah, shout out the Nines. Was there on Sunday. Tried the new bourbon onion burger. Recommend for sure.
mm.
But yeah, we love the 99 here at the Winded Pod Brothers Parlay. 99, if you're listening, sponsorships are available.
Not a sponsor yet.
Not yet. You could be. But all right, I feel a little bit better now. You know, 99 always puts a smile on my face. So now we're gonna get into some of the bad, which is this past weekend where, you know, losing week one, as we showed last year, doesn't necessarily mean you're not gonna have a successful year. And one bright spot, I'd like to shout out Aiden for getting that dub on the board early.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he waited a little bit last year. So Aiden, how's it feel to get the first win of the season and start out 1-0?
Good. It does feel good to see Marvin Harrison get in the end zone there. I mean, it was a slow start. I don't think he scored until maybe second quarter, third quarter, but it is good to see at least one go through the hoop early on. I would have liked to see, obviously, all of us to get one in, but just getting that first one out of the way is huge.
Yeah, I mean, it also saved us from going 0 for 4,
Yeah,
which
exactly.
we put all this, you know, we peacocked out here. We're putting ourselves on camera. We're you know, acting like we're experts, and going 0 and 4 the first week would not be good. Looking back at it, I don't hate our picks. I mean, you know, honestly, Marvin Harrison, if there was going to be one, I wouldn't have guessed that Marvin Harrison was the one. So good on you for seeing that.
Hey.
I was gonna say the same thing. I feel like that was the maybe the long shot of the group. I figured like, oh, like I had Gibbs. I'm like, sure, easy bucket. Like we're gonna be going into the 4 o'clock game, you know, and with the worst case, we're gonna be 2 out of 4, 3 out of 4 because Gibbs is gonna score. Like I don't even think he ran the ball in the offensive side of the half.
Green Bay's good. Green Bay is good.
NFC
Green Bay, I knew Green Bay was good. I just didn't realize they were like
Yeah.
put the Lions in a locker, right? I mean, that wasn't a football game. That
Yeah.
was crazy.
Yeah, let's roll right into takeaways from week one. I think we kind of teed that up. Um, I said on my recap on Monday that the biggest surprise for me was just the disparity between the Packers and the Lions. Because I mean, I picked the Lions to be in the Super Bowl. I know you guys all are high on the Lions as well. And I think that that's the most competitive division in football. So to see one team just really dog walk the other was a surprise to me.
Yeah, that's my biggest surprise, like biggest team surprise, of the weekend as well. I would have, if you told me, oh, Green Bay's going to win, I'd been like, yeah, fine, right? But not that way, right? That's not the way I expected it to go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of curious to see. I mean, obviously, Green Bay is a great team, so and the defense obviously is very strong. Adding Micah to the team, but this week against the Bears is really where if they come out flat again, then it's like you kind of really wondering if Ben Johnson really was that dominant on offense or what's going on over there. Because I mean, they should be able to score against the Bears, but I mean,
I'm still not changing my Super Bowl, like I still think that they're like a really really high quality team. I guess I'm a little bit more nervous than I was expecting to be after week one. Um, but yeah,
but
yeah.
they could come out this week and score 50, and it's like, oh, they're back.
We won't think about it until we're talking head to head at the end of the season, right? Yeah.
Right.
For sure. So obviously, I mean, yeah, we're all surprised by the Lions. What else, good or bad, surprised you? Anybody come out flying that you weren't expected, or any kind of real takeaways from that?
The Jets Steelers game, I did not expect that high of a score. I thought it was going to be very low scoring game. So I'd say both offenses definitely surprised me. Didn't know what kind of season Justin Fields was going to have, but I mean, if he's going to play like that, that's an incredible season. Same with Aaron Rodgers. I just didn't expect it. He had 4 passing touchdowns. That's just crazy. I don't know, that was possibly a bigger surprise to me than the Packers. Just those offenses putting up the points that they did, and I think that was probably the best game in the 1 o'clock slate.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if that's the Aaron Rodgers that we see all year, or if he was just extra motivated because it was the Jets. Um, so I'm curious. I think that he's going to have a good year. I think he's got enough around him, and I think that he is motivated. He doesn't want to go out, on the sour note of the 2 years with the Jets. Um, my other huge surprise, and I spoke about it this week, is Daniel Jones. Um, Danny Dimes is back. Looked good. Um, yeah, that was probably the one that really surprised me. Though, anybody can lose, but I think seeing somebody kind of come back from the dead and look as good as he did after, getting kicked aside by the Giants, couldn't even get on the field for the Vikings, and now he found a home in Indy.
Yeah, he was definitely impressive. Dolphins, as I mentioned in the last pod, I do think are a bad team, but I guess we'll really see this weekend if they're that bad against the Patriots, who also not great over the weekend against the Raiders. Geno Smith was pretty impressive. I mean, I know he can sling it, but he put up some good numbers. And I mean, was Brock Bowers out the fourth quarter, and he still. I guess they didn't really score as much in the fourth, but I mean,
I don't think they really needed to at that point, weren't they up?
yeah, they
I
made
mean, that score line is
Two.
not representative of that game, right? Like that was not a one score game for 80% of it.
yeah, the Patriot. I don't know what was said in the locker room at halftime, but the Pats did not come out flying, and I mean, hopefully they can bounce back this week against a bad Dolphins team. But
Yeah, that's a huge one because down this, after that they have Pittsburgh, and if Pittsburgh is, as good as they were, I mean, you look 0-3 is a tough start to the Vrabel era, and you know is a worse start than they had under Mayo, and it would be just insane to see. So I would expect them to, come out flying and see how motivated the Dolphins are. They seem like kind of a mess behind the scenes, not just on the field. They seem like it's more than just not being able to put it together on the fields. I mean, they're already talking about firing the coach and the GM. Uh, Kind of the perfect, you know, tee up for the Patriots this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just because of the schedule, the first 5 or 6 games, I think that this weekend is, not that you have must-win games week 2, but it's a must-perform game at least, right? Like you got to do something.
Can't lose.
Yeah, it's not a must-win, but it's a can't lose. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and the Pats usually don't do well down in Miami, so
This is always the trap game, no matter when it comes.
Looking at the line right now, the Dolphins are favored, which that's shocking to me.
Yeah, that definitely has some value, but I mean, Tua 7-0 against the Patriots. Patriots historically going, it doesn't matter if it was Tom Brady or Drake May or anybody.
Yeah.
The early September, early when it's still hot down in Miami has never done good things for the Patriots.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting.
I hate this game every year. No matter how good I think the Patriots are, no matter how bad I think the Dolphins are, I hate the away game in Miami every year.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because it's a historic travel game, like destination game for Patriots fans. They get down there and live it up in Miami and go to the game, and it's just almost always heartbreak. It's ironic that that's the one that people travel for.
Yeah.
Anybody got anything else you want to get into about week 1 before we move on?
I mean, I feel like we'd be crazy not to talk about that Sunday night football game. I mean, that's like the best football game that I've seen ever. It had everything. It was just incredible. Like, you think the Bills are done, and then Josh Allen just says no. It's just crazy.
I mean, I think the only bad part about that football game is the Bills won, right? But I don't know. I mean, I would have liked both teams to have lost that game, right? I don't like either of them, but like that was football. Like that was crazy. It was such a crazy game. It was crazy.
Who do you guys think that says more about, the Bills or the Ravens?
I think they're just both juggernauts. Is really what that says. Like that could have been anybody's game, So I don't know. I don't think it says anything bad about either team.
Hmm.
I mean, oh, go ahead, Shamus.
I was just gonna say, I mean, just in the context of, the Ravens, I believe in the last 3 or 4 years, they've given up the most double-digit fourth quarter leads of any team. Obviously they're playing a great team. They played a lot of big games, but do you give more credit to the Bills for coming back or the Ravens for throwing it away?
I was gonna say, even before that question, that like I don't think it says anything about either of the teams. Like you could maybe make an argument like, oh, okay, the Ravens defense kind of folded there, like 20 plus points in the fourth quarter. I think it says a lot more about Josh Allen and that offense than it does about anything else. Like for the first portion of the fourth quarter, all the Bills defense had to do was just get off the field, and they did that, and then Josh Allen, right? And I think that's what it says, is that you have to continue to play all 4 quarters against Josh Allen, or else he's going to come back and hurt you.
Yeah. I think it really shows the fans in Buffalo, you could really feel them in that game. And I think the Bills just feed off of that once they get a little momentum. I mean, once Derrick Henry fumbled that ball, I feel like it was pretty much everyone knew what was going to happen, that the Bills were going to score and win that game somehow.
Yeah.
Right. It's kind of crazy, though, because it seemed like there was a decent amount of people that had left.
Right. Definitely.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was told. So normally, like at Bills games, they play Mr. Brightside, like at a good point when they're winning.
Yeah, didn't they play it at the end of the game?
They played it at the end of the game because that was finally when it was a good time, and I heard it was just electric in there.
Yeah.
I love that it's dependent on how the team is doing. I think that the Boston Red Sox should take a page out of that book and maybe save the good time songs for when there's good times. But I don't know. That's just me.
You don't like them playing Sweet Caroline down 7-1?
I'm a grumpy old man.
Down
what do I know?
down 19-6 in the seventh inning. Sweet Caroline it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I loved when I went to the Jonas Brothers with Andrea, and of course they play it, leading up to the Jonas Brothers. I'm like, I can't escape it. I'm here for a concert, and they're still playing Sweet Caroline. But yeah, thanks for bringing that up, Liam. That definitely needed discussion. But yeah, there weren't.
Did you have a take on that? Who it meant more for?
So
That was your question.
yeah, I think that more so just the fact that I think it's continuing a track record for the Ravens of blowing those games that is something that they really have to figure out if they're going to be able to, to especially, in the playoffs. But, a game like that, losing a game like that when seeding is so important, that extra game that they will not have over Buffalo is huge. So, I definitely think that the Bills took that game and they balled out and they made the plays. I just think it's something that the Ravens really need to figure out because they're not gonna get out of the first round if they can't hold on to a double digit lead against a competitive team.
Yeah, I think that it happening in week one is definitely a benefit for the Ravens rather than like if this matchup was say like week 14. I feel like that's kind of like the nail in the coffin of the season. If a tough loss like that late in the season, at this point, there's obviously so much football left that they can move past it. But yeah, I mean, if they got to get over that hump of losing these big games late.
Yeah. I think it's too like on the face of it, if you just said, hey, the Ravens went to the Bills and played the Bills at home and they lost, you'd be like, okay, Bills are a great team. It's a tough place to play, fans, etc., whatever. But to lose that way away is just like they're thinking about that for a while. So yeah, I think the timing in the season has is a huge benefit for them.
Yeah, I agree, definitely. Then the Monday night game with the two of the other quarterbacks from Drake May's draft class, seeing those guys out there doing what they did, how does that make you feel about ending up with Drake May? Does that, are you glad you kind of landed where you did? I mean, obviously Jaden Daniels is probably the best of them, but do you think that Drake May's the second best?
Oh,
I mean,
Nick's
I
might
guess
be the second best.
right, right.
Fair, but
Yeah, I mean,
I guess the bigger question is or not question statement is that I don't think it's either of the two that played on Monday night.
I agree. I'm not a JJ guy even after Monday night. I don't
we
know.
looked so bad. I know they won,
Well, I
but
mean, they ended
it
up
just looks
winning,
so
but
bad.
I mean, I went
Huh? Yeah, winning games is really all that matters. But
yeah,
I went to sleep and I thought I was going to win my fantasy game like because JJ sucks so bad. Like I had no business winning it but he had like 4 points through the first 3 quarters of the game. And then I woke up and I'm like, oh my God, I lost by 26. Like what? Like, so yeah, I mean, I guess obviously winning is important, but at some point he's going to have to be slightly more consistent than just good for 15 minutes. Right. Um,
it's first game, so I guess we'll see.
yeah.
Still a lot to.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Yeah, look, I mean, he scored what 21 points the Vikings scored 21 points in the fourth quarter to win. That's great, right? But you're doing that against the Bears.
Yeah, I think I'd rather, to answer your question, I'd rather have Drake May still over both of those guys.
Both of the Monday night quarterbacks, yeah.
Yeah.
Caleb
Yeah,
was pretty elusive. I don't know, something about he could seem to get away. I thought that was kind of fun to watch. But
That pass where DJ Moore was wide open, that's a tough one.
yeah, yeah.
he just doesn't want to read the defense. He wants to scramble around like that and just like, play, recess football and just, chuck it up and look like the hero that way. He doesn't look like he has any interest in like standing in there making the play that he has all the physical ability to do, but he just mentally doesn't want to.
Yeah. You see, he has the same nail tech as Angel Reese, though. That's pretty cool.
Is that true?
Yeah, I think she
That's
hooked him up
great.
with her girl.
Who's
Do they go together, do you think?
I think she just kind of connected them.
She's the plug.
Yeah.
That's great. See, that's That's what you get here on the Brothers Parlay. You get the good stuff.
I can't
Inside
believe
info.
I can't believe that's a real thing.
I thought that was just a good joke, but no, it's
No,
even funnier now.
I'm pretty sure she tweeted it.
I don't
Just
follow
hooking
her,
that boy
so
up. He's like under the lights.
You think I
in
definitely
his
don't
nails,
follow
like
Maurice.
got my boy right.
So she said, "Love this. My nail tech really wanted to do his nails, and she killed it. So proud."
That's huge.
hey, shout out her. We're also open for sponsorships from her if she would like to advertise on the Winded podcast. We will definitely take nail techs as well. We don't discriminate here on the Winded Pod.
As long as it's green, the money's green.
Yes, sir. But actually, I meant to get to this in the first segment, first couple minutes. Speaking of the Brothers Parlay and the Winded Pod, I wanted to give a shout out to you boys. Streamed and downloaded episode by a lot. Yeah, I guess. I don't know what that says. This is another question I have. Who does this say more about? Does it say more about you guys, or do people just not like me?
I think people.
I think the brand's growing. I just say the brand's growing.
Yeah, people want the picks. They saw they were making money last year, and they're like, I got to tune in. So
yeah, and I think that's smart on our part to hold them to the end, so we get those minutes in. Those listening minutes for sure. My hours listened is climbing after last episode, so I appreciate you boys for that. So yeah, I think people like the brothers dynamic, and you guys bring a lot to it. So thank you for joining me with this. I meant to get to that earlier, but I had to squeeze that in before we move on. Any words from you guys on the first week success?
Hopefully we can give them winning picks.
Yeah, I was gonna say
then
we can
the
only go
viewers
up,
will really
right?
climb.
All right, humble boys over here. Let's move on to something that we saw in week 1 that we hoped we would never see, and that is advertisements during red zone. I kind of shared some of my thoughts earlier in the week, but how did you guys feel about it? Did you notice it? What do you guys think about commercials or advertisements during red zone?
Didn't really notice it too much. Like not a huge deal to me, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because I watch YouTube all the time. I'm just used to things being all over the screen and whatever. I'm checking fantasy. I'm checking my bets. It's sometimes I'm not even looking until I hear big play or something, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't really notice it that much. But I think that my bigger concern is that it just continues to evolve and just becomes something bigger. You know, it would be awful if they decide to do like straight pull away commercials and leave the action completely. I think that would be terrible. Now that ESPN owns it, wouldn't surprise me at all if that's what they end up doing. I think it's great that they are out there saying that they're not going to do anything during the witching hour, that's completely off limits. So when it really matters, you don't have to worry about anything extra on the screen. But yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people were really worried about it. I think it was, not as bad as people thought, but I definitely wanted to have a discussion about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just 1 minute now. I wouldn't be surprised if even later in this season all of a sudden it's 2 minutes, and then you get the split screen, and then you get the audio. I mean, I'm a big PGA golf guy, and the commercials that have taken over those broadcasts is insane. So I really hope that Red Zone doesn't go down that path, but I mean, it's pretty much inevitable. It's probably going to be right now, just a minute or whatever, then they'll extend it. And then 2 or 3 years from now, we'll get proposed with, do you want ad free? Here, pay extra to get ad free Red Zone. So it's just taking away what we already had and then making us pay for it.
So here was a hypothetical question I had. Would you deal with commercials if it was free? Like you didn't have to pay for the service like we do now? If it was just on ESPN instead of NFL Red Zone Network?
No. I'm
You
fine
wouldn't
with.
pay for it, or you would pay for it?
I would pay for.
I'm saying if it
Yeah,
was
I would.
free, would you be more okay with commercials?
If it was free, yes, I would. I mean, I'd be more okay with it, but I would still be willing to pay to have the traditional ad free, commercial free, or even just what we had week 1. I'm fine with that, but it's gonna get worse and worse, and then we'll have to pay more to go back to what we already had for the normal price.
Just feels like sometimes there's pockets where like a commercial would be fine is my thing. Like I feel like there's so many times I'm watching Red Zone and then I'm watching them covering a game but showing the touchdown from the game I just saw the touchdown in, and it's like, what is this?
So I guess if it's like that way, where it's like, oh, we have time for a commercial, that's fine. Instead of him giving a recap of the games I've already watched all day, that's fine.
Right.
But if it's like the traditional, I don't know how TV really works, but I feel like it's usually like every 8 minutes or whatever they go to commercial. That's where I wouldn't want that.
Yeah. I feel like there's a way they could figure it out, but it might be tough.
For the NFL, like, or for like most sports leagues, they have to have a commercial break every certain amount of time. That's when you get like forced TV timeouts. But like, they're not allowed to go to commercial during like during the live game. So like, that's why sometimes you come back. That's why there's that like kickoff, return, and then so they come back from commercial, do the kickoff, the return, and then they do another commercial. That's to make sure that if there's like a long first drive, they don't have to go to commercial during that.
Yeah. But like for that's one game where like the game stops for the commercial. Red zone, there's so many you can't like you'd end up missing
too much stuff if they red zone won't have the same. I mean, I would imagine won't ever have that same like required TV timeout because the commercials are running on the broadcast. Mm-hmm. Like so that's where that every 8 minutes or TV timeouts are going to happen. So the promises that Red Zone is making to their advertisers are just like, well, we're going to run it once and then they just pick whatever.
Their advertiser seems to, is it only Wingstop? I feel like I saw a million Wingstop commercials in the 1 minute we had.
Got in early.
Yeah, I think they had the first 2.
Yeah, everybody was expecting the Whopper commercials to just overtake everything. So glad it wasn't that. But so are you guys red zone when the Patriots aren't on? Are you red zone during the Patriots? What's your kind of go-to with watching, or is there ever a point where you focus completely on an out-of-market game over red zone that's not your team?
I don't even watch red zone. I don't know if that's like I've been kind of quiet during this discussion because I'm like, I don't know. Like we have YouTube TV, so I do like the multi-view for the out-of-market games. So we'll put up both, sometimes 3, but usually just 2 of the games. Like if we even have like a non-Pats game on, right? Base is kind of into the Packers, so like he'll put whenever that game's televised, we'll put that up. But that's really it.
I bring a second TV down. So I put the Patriots on one TV and then Red Zone on the other.
Mm.
Mine's all like game dependent. Do you do that every weekend?
Yeah.
Mine's more like all like game dependent. Like, you know, for like the first quarter, first half, I want to watch Red Zone and, you know, cheer for my fantasy team. And then if it's a good game on TV, I'll watch it. Sometimes like the 4:00 slate, there's not many games. There's only one that I'm interested in, and I'll just flip to that game. Like if I have 2 guys on both teams playing, I'd rather just watch that. Or if I just have one guy on both sides of the ball, I'll do that. But yeah, I don't know. That's kind of how I handle it.
Yeah, I'm pretty much I'm red zone unless the Cowboys are on. That's really it. Because if it's a big enough game, then they're gonna show it anyways. I do miss the what was the echo?
Yeah, I'm getting an echo.
I do miss the. Why is that echoing? You guys hearing that?
It looks like it's coming from Liam.
Yeah, I do miss YouTube TV for the split screen. That is a cool kind of, you know, make your own red zone. You can watch a bunch of different things at the same time. But Yeah, I'm pretty much red zone unless the Cowboys are on.
Liam, what's that echo you got going on?
I don't know. Yeah, you guys all sound great.
It shows you talking when someone else is talking.
I thought this was happening last week, and you guys said I was good.
Shamus is the guy. If it's good, it's good. I definitely hear an echo, but if it's not gonna,
Hey, we'll sort it all out later.
Yeah,
it went away.
Figure that out in post.
Yep.
Fixed it in post.
Production. I have some extra time to deal with it. Not trying to turn it around in 12 hours or less than that. All right, so that's enough red zone talk, especially if Bear doesn't even watch it.
What's red zone?
He's Googling it. He's like, I'll go last. So coming up to week 2, taking out the Cowboys and Patriots games, which game or games are you most looking forward to?
I mean, I think Eagles Chiefs is the easy one to say. Just that rematch, but I think Broncos Colts should be a good one. I mean, it's see if Danny Dimes is really that good, and then see if maybe Bo Nix can kind of bounce back. I mean, they won, but I feel like he didn't have the greatest game in week 1. So I think that should be a good game. It's actually, I mean, I think all 3 of the 4:00 games should be pretty good. Granted, the Panthers and Cardinals aren't really that good, but should be just a battle of bad.
Yeah, I wrote this question before I looked at the full slate, and as I was scrolling through the 1:00 games, I'm like, oh, this is not very good. I mean, Green Bay, Washington should be good. And then I'm excited for the Monday night game. I think Bucks Texans should be interesting.
There's 2 more.
There's 2.
Oh, that's right.
Wow.
Yeah, and Chargers Raiders. I think that I think the Raiders. I'm a little biased because I'm covering the Raiders this week for FanFeed, so I'm trying to convince myself that the Raiders are good to make it more exciting. But that should be good.
10 p.m. kick.
I know.
I was gonna say that.
My appearance is on before Sunday Night Football though, so I'll be done before the game.
Browns Ravens going to be close.
Joe Flacco revenge game.
It doesn't have to be close. I mean, if the Browns are within 10 points in the last 10 minutes, they're still in it.
When I was looking through, I always look for good games, and I look for games that could be upsets or would be fun upsets. And I think Browns over the Ravens for them to go 0-2, and then Jets Bills. Obviously not a Jets guy, definitely not a Bills guy, but I would love for the Jets to hang one on the Bills. I just think that would be so good for the division.
I feel like the Bills have let one, at least once a year, they let one slip against the AFC East that you weren't expecting.
Yeah,
has been the Patriots. I feel like the Jets have snuck in there once, but I feel like the Bills are not immune. They don't just go undefeated in the division every year. So it wouldn't be, it'd be hilarious and kind of surprising, but if you look at their history, I feel like they do kind of give one away every year.
Yeah, hopefully it's against the Patriots this year.
I was gonna say if I get to pick one, I'd love it to be the home game against the Pats, but yeah.
Are you going?
No, I hate when division rivals come in and just step on our foot.
Yeah.
That just feels.
Foxborough needs it.
Yeah, Foxborough needs a win.
Who do you guys like in that Eagles Chiefs game?
That's tough.
It is tough.
Either of them. I mean, I think the Eagles will probably win. I think the Eagles are a better team, a more complete team. Every time the Chiefs lose, I laugh, so that'd be great. But yeah, I want the Eagles to win. I think they're a better team.
Arrowhead's tough though.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I just don't think the Chiefs are what the Chiefs were even 6 months ago, right? I agree. It's a tough place to go. I'm not discounting that at all.
No Xavier Worthy, right? So
they haven't rolled him out
Mahomes. Yet. Okay, so
is he is Worthy back?
I wouldn't be surprised if he is out, but he hasn't been ruled out yet. He's not doing surgery, and he's considered day to day or week to week, whatever. he's not going on IR. The separated shoulder, that seems like that's a re-injury waiting to happen in like week 4 or 5. But
yeah,
right for Rashee Rice to come back.
Yeah, exactly. And Tyreek Hill to get traded there.
You think that's going to happen?
Wouldn't be surprised.
he wants out.
I don't know. I have no idea how the money works, but
Yeah. They can always make the money work in football if they want to.
I mean, like let's
100%.
if the Chiefs go 0-2 and the Dolphins are 0-2, how bad is Tyreek Hill want out and the Chiefs need an option, right?
yeah, I guess I don't know how that relationship ended. Was there bad blood when he left, or
He kind of gave them the middle finger.
seems to be his thing?
Doesn't sound great. Doesn't sound great.
You never know. Speaking of the Eagles, Jalen Carter, what do you think about? Obviously, the spit was horrendous. I say he should go to jail. He gets 1 game suspension, and they give him time served because he didn't take a snap on Thursday. What do you guys think about that?
Is that what they did? They gave
I didn't
him
even know that's what happened.
Since he didn't technically take a snap, which I think is ridiculous.
That's so soft.
I would have rather them just not suspend him at all and just fine him.
Exactly. Why? Oh, that's them like trying to pad the stick.
He probably didn't get a game check though, right? If that's a suspended
Yeah,
game,
but-
is a game check probably more than a fine, right?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, it really, what does it matter to
I want to
him?
make his pockets hurt.
Take away his keys.
I guess that's crazy. I don't know. Is that like unprecedented that they've done anything like that? Is this like
I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
I've never heard time served.
I feel like
That's
you usually don't get suspended before you take a snap or kicked out of the game.
you usually
like,
don't get
suspended
ejected
in the
before the
first-
game starts.
like, did they like give you like it's 1/2 of a suspension if you got kicked out in the first half or something?
Yeah. Well, my first thought was, what's to stop somebody who's like a healthy scratch or hurt or something from going out and just punching someone in the face and being like, all right, I'll serve my suspension today.
You think that there's going to be like a league-wide people spitting on each other before games, just like whatever?
Why not?
Yeah, Christian Gonzalez doesn't play this weekend. He's just out there spitting.
Goodell basically just greenlit it.
I mean, what's the stop? If someone's a practice player, then they could just do that anyway. They don't care. They're not playing in the game.
Fair point.
I feel like, if
They
you
might have an
become
issue.
you become like a cancer to the team. Like no team's going to want you if you're doing that. They probably, want
The
to.
NFL just get enforcers. Just guys that just don't play. They just go out and fight. Ryan Reeves.
That would be crazy if that's what the league turned into. I don't know.
All right, I guess I guess I'm the only one worried about it, but we'll come back to that when it happens.
Heard it here first. NFL is a spitting league.
Liam, can you just try muting and unmuting and see if that fixes anything? Nope, didn't help. All right, we'll
Is
just
it
deal with it.
headphones? Do you have headphones you could plug in? Maybe
Maybe
it's
mute
like
for a little
you
bit
can hear it
and see if
through
that
your
makes a
speakers,
difference.
and it's.
Or do you have headphones?
I'm going to see, I guess. I don't know what I got.
Now you got some static going.
All right, well, we'll move on while he's figuring that out. Anybody looking ahead have any intriguing bets or anything?
I haven't even looked at it. I got to look before I get in a flight tomorrow if I want anything.
No worries. While you guys are taking a peek, I did get 3 text messages from Robbie Berger, loyal listener. Number one, actually, Tony's giving him a run for filling the mailbox. So they're definitely competing for that. So keep that up, boys. But yeah, so we got a couple actually non-football topics that Robbie Berger wanted us to discuss. He gave a future bet for a couple of different future picks for the Hart Trophy in the NHL. He said Connor Bedard at plus 25,000 and Macklin Celebrini at plus 25,000 for the Hart Trophy. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, obviously it's great value. I feel like that's just throwing money away.
I like the Connor Bedard one. I think Robbie Berger might have heard me saying that at one point. I think it's obviously it's a long shot. The Blackhawks aren't going to be good, but in the off chance that they're making a playoff push, you got to think their best player is going to be putting up numbers. And if they do slip into the playoffs, and I mean, 25,000, it's a cup of coffee you can throw down on that, and then maybe make some money in a couple months.
Fair.
Back on Celebrini, though, no, I don't.
Yeah, I don't think so. Anyway. The Sharks, I don't think the Sharks as a whole will score enough goals to beat the Hart Trophy winner.
The fact that I had to quickly Google who the fuck that was, I think that's all that you need.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me with the headphones now?
Yeah, it's much better.
Okay. I guess I don't hate that long shot bet, but I guess I'm going David Pastrnak.
Yeah, I had him last year. If they could have just been good as a team, I think he's right there in the mix.
What are the odds on Pasta? They've got to be
probably top 6, right?
He's got to be lower than 25,000.
I would hope.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Not as long shot as.
He is plus 1,500.
Yeah.
So he is 6th. Yep.
Another cup of coffee. Maybe a large cup of coffee.
Yeah.
A couple of days making coffee at home, put it down, save some money, put it down on the Hart Trophy.
One less beer at the 99.
Yeah.
Never.
Going too far there.
Go into debt for that. The one other bet that he gave, and then he has a discussion that he'd like us to go over. Ryder Cup, Justin Thomas plus 400 to have the most points out of the USA captain picks.
Out of just the captain picks?
Yeah.
That's a
sure. Do it.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I'm not sure.
That's a very specific bet.
Did he give the odds on that? I wouldn't even know what the odds are.
Yeah, how many pages on DraftKings did he have to go to find that one? That's a deep cut from Robbie Berger.
Yeah. Over under on how many minutes it takes you to find that bet. And
no, if there wasn't a search bar, you're not finding that.
Is that Club USA wild card?
I think he's making up bets.
Yeah, we'll have to.
I'd hammer it though. Go JT.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I like it if it's actually a real bet. Unless he's just taking it himself. He's setting his own book, but
yeah.
I like the unique and kind of very specific nature of that bet. So nice job, Robbie Berger, on that one. And then he wanted us to discuss one of the long going debates that I feel like we're all gonna kind of be in agreement on this one, but pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I like pineapple on pizza.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I think, maybe that's the Irish in us, that we don't, look at pizza as this, religious experience, but put anything on pizza. I mean,
look, anybody who gets up in arms about what they're putting on pizza is only getting up in arms. Like they got to take it one step back. Like just an American cheese pizza is already breaking. Like real people from real Italy already are upset about that.
True.
So if you're drawing the line at pineapple, you're fighting the wrong fight under the guise of like, I'm Italian and I like real pizza. You're fighting the wrong fight. You've already lost. If you like House of Pizza, you've already lost. So
Tony from Warren's going to hate this segment.
Who's going to?
Tony from Warren.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's a great point, Barrett. Since we're all in agreement on that, I'm going to kind of take this and repurpose it with another group of annoying food people. And who is more annoying, the pineapple doesn't belong on pizza people or the ketchup doesn't belong on hot dogs people?
More annoying or a worse take?
I guess either one.
The pineapple on pizza is more annoying because like I've met kids who have an opinion on that, right? Yeah. And I'm like, clearly you learned this from a grown up. That's ridiculous. Like, who the hell was indoctrinating you with pineapple on pizzas? Like the ketchup on hot dogs thing, I've only really heard that in the last like couple of years.
I
Like,
didn't realize that was a thing either. That's a Chicago people really get up in arms
Probably.
about that.
I think it's Midwest or Pennsylvania or Chicago. Yeah, like somewhere not around here because ketchup and mustard on a hot
It
dog
just
all day.
yeah, relish
Ketchup is
too.
delicious.
I'll put
It's such a
just
hard.
load the hot dog up with any condiments you got.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that the ketchup on hot dog people are the biggest hardos that they're like, oh, just put mustard on. It's all it needs. It's like, no, put everything. Give me the relish. I want the sauerkraut.
I don't understand.
When I'm at home, I put pickles on them. Like, just give it all. Load it up. Crush up some potato chips.
I mean, pickles is basically relish, right?
Yeah,
Double.
banana peppers. I throw banana peppers on there.
Yeah, I feel like
You
I'm
put
more likely to
mayonnaise
have
on there.
pickles
I would.
just to tick off the ketchup people.
Yeah, I might do it right now. Got some dogs in the fridge.
What about you like boiled hot dogs?
No, absolutely not. Trash.
Really?
Trash people do that.
I mean, I'll eat a boiled hot dog over no hot dog, but grilled is better.
Oh yeah.
But like, what if you're getting one from like a stand? Like all those are like boiled.
Steamed, boiled.
I'm normally when I'm getting a hot dog from a stand, like at the turn playing golf 6 beers deep, and any hot dog is taking it.
6 deep at the turn.
Damn.
I don't know.
Pounded.
Yeah, it's goosey, I don't know.
Yeah, usually that one time I golf a year.
It averages out over time. Yeah, I think so.
No, yeah, sorry. I guess the more annoying take, I think, or bad take, I think pineapple definitely belongs on pizza. I think ketchup belongs on hot dogs, but I think it's pineapple on pizza is the worst take.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're both very annoying people. They're both wrong. But I'm glad we're in agreement on this as well. And I guess I'll amend my boiled hot dog take to, I said it was trash, and all those instances where you're, eating it from like somebody on the street or on a golf course, like that is kind of, demon trashy behavior. So I will stand by that. I'm saying if you're boiling a hot dog at home, no go.
Yeah.
Out.
Who's boiling hot dogs at home?
Yeah.
Aren't you a boiled hot dog guy?
Me?
Yeah. I thought that's why I'm going so hard on this. I thought you were a boiled hot dog.
No,
I don't think they're that bad.
Real.
I don't think they're that bad. I don't do it at home, but I mean,
no.
My apologies.
it's better than a microwave.
I think if people have a choice between a grilled or a boiled,
Stunned him.
Yeah, damn. This is gonna be a good take.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone's choosing, I would rather have my hot dog boiled at the cookout than the grill is. You gotta go.
There's just a pot on top of the grill.
How many hot dogs I'm cooking? Boiling the water.
Asher, man. All right, finish the thought, Barrett. You cut off. We didn't really get. He's frozen again.
yeah,
No, he's just sitting still.
I'm back now. I don't know. I'm not sure what happened there. I'm checking.
You were saying you like boiled hot dogs more than grilled?
We had to dump what he said. It was so vulgar and inappropriate.
It was so inappropriate.
I hit the dump button. Everything he said.
All the audio. No, I do not prefer boiled hot dogs over grilled. I'm sure we have had boiled hot dogs in this house at some point. It's the middle of the winter and you want to have a hot dog and it's 6 feet of snow, but no, we're a grilled hot dog. We're grilled hot dog.
All right, happy to hear that. I feel better about that. I don't know where I got it in my head that you were boiled dog guy, but I'm glad we could put that to bed.
I probably sent like a snap of us eating hot dogs and they had been boiled because it was like January.
It's like hot dog night, just a big pot.
I feel like I'm more like
put it in the middle of the table. Everyone's just reaching in. All right. Well, we made you all wait this long. Actually, this episode, I thought this was going to be a faster episode. I think we're going over last week, but that's fine. You've waited around this long, or you looked down below in the chapters and just skipped to the end. But let's get to our picks for the Brothers Parlay. Anybody want to go first?
We haven't talked about any of them, so
Yeah.
let's see.
Yeah, if you're worried it's going to get taken,
How
jump
about
right
you
in.
lead it off, Shamus?
I'll lead it off. All
Set
right.
the tone.
So, thought it was going to be a little more of a value pick. Actually, it's gotten more of a value pick since we started. But it's also a homer pick. I'm going with the Dallas Cowboy, and I'm doing this because the Giants obviously have a good pass rush. Their linebackers are not the best in coverage, low average coverage, according to Pro Football Focus. Did some research on that. So for that reason, I am going with Jake Ferguson, the red zone target from Dak. Taking Jake Ferguson. Right now it's plus 195. It was 190 when we first started. Some movement there. But yeah, so I'm going Jake Ferguson plus 195.
Getting some value early.
I can go. Not as much value, and this is a little bit not quite a homer pick, but a homer fantasy pick. I'm dealing with some injuries already. Week 2, Brock Purdy leading the list there, so I need touchdowns from my team. So I kind of started with my team and said, who do I want? Who do I need to have a touchdown? So I'm going with Tony Pollard. Titans versus the Rams. Not that I think he's like a world beater, but he's getting his looks now. I think he's going to want to make sure he's the guy, once everyone's back from injury. And he's at plus 125 right now, which is, reasonably good for him. And against I wouldn't call it great Rams defense. So Tony Pollard. And I got to have a touchdown from him. Otherwise, my fantasy week is effed. So come on, Tony.
Yeah, I like that. That'd be great for my fantasy team as well.
Let's go.
You love those running backs.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, last week you said Gibbs that'll be the best we could get him. He's negative 180 this week. So missed.
Yeah, he's due. Yeah, I'll go. I'm going with a little bit of a storyline pick. We got DK Metcalf getting in the end zone against his former team. We talked a little bit earlier about Aaron Rodgers being able to throw the ball, this being a good year for him. I feel like they're going to try everything they can to get DK in the end zone on Sunday. First touchdown is a Steeler, right? He didn't score this past week, right?
I don't think he did.
No, he didn't.
Didn't think so. So yeah, first touchdown is a Steeler against his old team. I just think the pick felt right when I opened up the DraftKings Sportbook today.
I really like that pick. That was actually, I was going back and forth between Jake Ferguson and DK, and I thought that somebody else might take DK. So I'm glad you did because I really like that pick. Plus 140 is not bad either.
It's another Monolith fantasy player. So let's go.
There you go.
Need those studies. Need those studies.
Yeah. So for my pick, I am sticking on the train of the Dolphins are not good, and I'm going to go with Trevion Henderson, hoping and thinking that he's going to slowly get more involved in the offense. I could easily see him getting a nice swing pass in the red zone and just making one guy miss, and he's in the end zone. He's plus 145 right now.
Ooh, all right. I like that pick. Yeah, I mean the Patriots offense obviously didn't look great last week. And he's a playmaker. He obviously can get, if he gets the space, he can make something happen. So I think that's a real good pick. All 4 bets in the plus side of the odds, which is very good for the total. So to sum up, we have Jake Ferguson at plus 195, Tony Pollard plus 125, DK Metcalf plus 140, Trevion Henderson plus 145 for a total of plus 3,802.
Nice.
Huge.
And I don't, obviously every week we're like, oh, I don't see how this doesn't happen, but it's very gettable and it's a very good number. So I'm
All
excited.
1 o'clock, so
Oof,
maybe an
no,
emergency 4 o'clock Brothers Parlay
that's
if
always a
Well, we got
things
two
play.
don't
Monday night
things
games.
yeah
Two,
We
yeah,
things
yeah, we
don't
could do
go our
Sunday.
way.
We got, yes, 3 games between Sunday and Monday night.
Yeah,
I'm
I
I'm gonna
like it.
be I'm gonna be on European time over the weekend, so I'll be watching those 1 o'clock games. Uh, not at 1 o'clock.
At dinner.
You'll be watching that Monday night game in the morning.
Yeah.
I'll be back by Monday. But it's always a lot of fun because those 4 o'clock games are like lunchtime basically, or no, the 1 o'clock games are like you're watching them at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Well, this is awesome. This was great. Thanks for joining. I think
I actually, well, before we go, we did skip over the intriguing bets segment, and I do have one.
let's go.
It's on Sunday. It is not football. Need to give a shout out to my buddy Mike Bain. Denver Outlaws in the U.S. Bank PLL championship game. He
Okay.
hasn't given me his picks, but he gave me Denver Outlaws to win this championship game months ago. So I think you take them -1.5, take a money line, and then go Brendan O'Neill over 0.5 2-point goals.
Okay.
They
I
got
like
2 point
that.
goals
Intriguing.
in the PLL.
2-point goals in the PLL. Brendan O'Neill, he's a beast. I don't know what the official picks are. I haven't checked with Mike, but he's been riding with the Outlaws. I've been riding with them. And Sunday.
Yeah,
Sunday? Okay. Looks like we're going to need to get another TV in the living room, get the
Yeah.
PLL finals on. Jeez.
Yeah. Couldn't let this one go.
that -1.5 is +124, and the money line is -120. So that 1.5 is good value.
What'd you say for Brendan O'Neill? Two goals?
2-point goals.
It was over a half, right?
Yes,
So
it's to
each
score
needs
one
2-point
2-point goal. Yeah.
Him
Which-
anytime is -110.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, he's gonna
Over
go
a
off.
2-point goal is +215. Let's go.
That could cash before the 1 o'clock games. Extra bankroll.
There you go.
Shout out Bain.
All right. Shout out Bane. Yeah, boys. Anybody and girls. There was, I think, a girl listener. From the metrics that I looked at. We are crushing the 28 to 35 demo. Crushing. We're like 90%. So yeah, so boys and girls, anybody who's got a good bet, this isn't just a football show. We want to talk about, anything. Kind of the weirder the better. So Bane, great job there. But yeah, send DMs to anybody here, send text the hotline, call the hotline. And I didn't do this last week. I don't know if any of you guys want to shout out any of your socials. I know Liam just is back in the IG game for business purposes only. So Liam, you want to shout out your new Instagram and your Twitter as well if you want?
Yeah, I'm Liam.bets on Instagram. My Twitter, I believe, my name is _Liam. And then I think I'm OMG Liam's on TikTok.
Yes, sir.
He sure is.
I believe I got those right. I wasn't prepared for that, but yeah.
Yeah, and you boys, I know you guys are business professionals and kind of have your private Instagram, but if you want to shout it out for anybody that doesn't, otherwise, I think, people know where to find you.
You could DM me at BMonanen. That's my Instagram, but like I don't really post there. But if you need to reach out, that's where I'm at. And then on the weird bet side, I didn't get it in time for this, but I'm gonna try to make it a habit of letting you know what I do a Premier League parlay every week and pick a winner.
Let's go.
Pick a winner, pick a bet for every game, and then round robin the daylights out of it. So and they're usually more successful than the ones I did this last weekend. That I had to get off the Premier League game because they weren't playing; they were on international break. But Premier League is back this weekend, and
Wolves +600.
I will be back. Yeah. Love Wolves against Newcastle. That's a real. I'm probably gonna be betting over under goals on that one. I'm not gonna be betting a team. I don't feel right betting Newcastle. And I don't like the Wolves' chance to beat anybody.
Yeah.
So I'm actually I was talking about it with Chase the other day. It would be interesting if Wolves got relegated. I'm not wishing that on them, but then we could actually do a Chelsea Wolves weekend and not have to see them play against each other. Because you guys will be playing like.
Well, you did text me and you said that the Wolves should get relegated. So I think you're rooting for it.
I don't want to rat hole on like Premier League soccer or anything, but like getting relegated for the Wolves would actually do them a service for a couple of years. They could regroup financially and come back into the Premier League stronger. But I'm not rooting for it.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Mid-table.
Yeah.
All right, that's your soccer minute. You get everything here. We're gonna talk. We literally did not wasn't on the sheet, but we talked EPL and PLL. So you never know what you're gonna get here.
And NHL.
And NHL. That's not as obscure, but to some it might be. But yeah, anything else, boys?
No.
I'd just like to be the first to wish Brother Barrett happy birthday. Hopefully we can secure the dub Sunday for you with a nice little birthday present overseas.
Fantastic.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday.
I'll be spending it away from the family, unfortunately, so would love a parlay win. I would really sweeten the pot.
Yeah, we're rooting for your fantasy team as well.
Yeah. I need
yes.
The Brock Purdy injury in my two QB league where I only have 2 QBs and the other one is Justin Fields it's not looking good. It's not looking good. But
all right, we'll send your birthday wishes to Brother Barrett. He's turning 32 years old. And this comes out on Friday. Sunday night I'll be doing a preview for the Monday night game on FanFeed Network's Instagram, so give that a check that out. Also check out fanfeednetwork.com. A lot of different stuff on different teams, all fan perspective, so give it a quick peek over there. Otherwise, we'll see you next week.